So there's been this headline making the rounds about an AI that found some really old bugs in software. But you know, the story that most people are telling kind of misses the real point. In his article, Beyond Human Limits, How AI is Seeing What Security Teams Missed, Wade L.D. Carvalho from Cinderpoint argues this isn't just about finding bugs faster. No, this is about a huge shift in our relationship with technology. And today, we're going to break down exactly why this is such a big deal.
And this right here is the part that just blows your mind. An AI found a major flaw that was hiding for almost 30 years. A flaw that literally thousands of the best security minds in the world looked at and just didn't see. How is that even possible?
Well, to really get how this happened, you gotta look at the discovery itself. It's kind of like finding a ghost that's been haunting a house since the day it was built, and nobody, not a single person, even knew it was there.
Okay, so the AI we're talking about is called Claude Mythos, and it didn't just find one little thing, it uncovered some serious flaws in software that is supposed to be among the most secure, most battle-tested stuff on the entire planet.
The amount of time we're talking about is just staggering. The first bug was 27 years old. It was found in the OpenBSD operating system. Think about that. That bug was written back when most of us were still using dial-up to get online.
And it didn't stop there. It also found a 17-year-old remote code execution bug in FreeBSD. Now, for those who don't know, that is a huge deal. It's a critical vulnerability that could let an attacker completely take over a system. And it was just sitting there, invisible, for almost 2 decades.
To really truly understand why this matters so much, we have to talk about the context. I mean, we're not talking about some forgotten app from a tiny startup here. This is about an AI breaking through a wall that humans have been building and reinforcing for a generation.
You see, OpenBSD and FreeBSD are famous in the security world. I mean, they're legendary for their intense focus on being secure and correct. So think of them less like a regular house and more like a military-grade bunker, designed from the absolute ground up to be impenetrable. And the sheer amount of human effort that has gone into these systems is just immense. Since 1995, they've been under constant attack, in a good way. We're talking decades of audits by elite security teams, decades of actual attacks by hackers trying to find a way in, and decades of scrutiny by developers all over the world, all looking at the same code. And here is the crucial point. The absolute best, most dedicated, and even the most malicious minds on Earth all looked at this same code for years and years, and they saw nothing. The bugs were just completely invisible to us. And this is where we get to the real heart of the story. Because this isn't about being faster or having more processing power. It's about an entirely new way of seeing.
Right? Your first thought is probably, okay, so the AI just did what humans do, but like 1,000,000 times faster. It just brute forced the problem. But what if that's completely the wrong way to think about it?
The answer is really simple, but also kinda unsettling. The AI wasn't just faster, it was different. It saw patterns and connections that are literally beyond what a human mind can comprehend. Let's just break this down for a second. The way we humans check code is usually linear. We follow a path of logic based on our past experience, right? But we have blind spots, we have cognitive limits. The AI, on the other hand, is doing this holistic, multi-dimensional analysis. It's not just following one road, it sees the entire web of connections all at once, and it finds these super subtle patterns that a human brain just isn't built to process.
And that's really the core takeaway here. It's not that we're slow, it's that we are, in a way, blind to certain kinds of complexity. This AI has a different kind of sight, one that can perceive these hidden dimensions in the very systems we've built ourselves. So, what does this all mean for us? Well, it means that a pretty fundamental assumption we've had about our role as creators of technology is now officially broken. You know, for a long time, we've kind of believed in this idea of a human ceiling. The thought was that with enough time, enough experts, enough effort, we could eventually master any system we create. Well, what Claude Mythos found suggests that ceiling doesn't just have a few cracks in it, it's been completely shattered.
And look, this goes way beyond just finding bugs in code. Think about it. Software runs our financial markets, our power grids, our transportation. I mean, it runs basically everything. We are living inside these incredibly complex systems that have now, provably, grown beyond our own ability to fully understand them.
It all boils down to this, and it's a big one. For the very first time, we have a tool that can see more than we can.
The limit of what's knowable about our own creations is no longer defined by the limits of the human mind. Humans aren't the ceiling anymore. And that leaves us with this huge, really urgent question for the future. We're the architects of this whole complex world, but what does it mean when we're no longer the ones who can see its deepest flaws, or, for that matter, its true potential?